SneezeChiku and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are picking up with the noble family of Sisita, where we have our one and only High Lady Alicent getting used to the fact that she just might be pregnant. So this is the morning after she and Lord Adrian have consummated their marriage, and what do we have? She ran straight to the bathroom without me having to wait, and she threw up. And whose job is it going to be to clean this disgusting mess? It's going to be a husband's job, because remember, he's the spouse, and so the nobles don't have a butler and they take care of their domestic duties. Okay, so we have that going on, which means that we can actually, because they won't go ahead and throw up for no reason, and she's actually the first female sim we've had to throw up on her own without us having to, magically test to see if she's pregnant. Normally they throw up after they get the notification, even though they can beforehand. She can throw up and has yet to take the test. So she's gonna go ahead and take this test up here. Her husband is happily asleep with plans of his own. Imagine how delighted he's going to be when he finds out that she is expectant with his child. He's gonna be over the moon. So she is going to take this magical test. And it was clear what the intention, because she needs an heir as well, right? The intention of them spending the night together was pretty clear. Obviously, they were both hoping for pregnancy, but High Lady Alicent probably isn't thinking about the pregnancy in the same way that Adrian is. To Adrian, it's important that she's carrying his child so that the king's interest in her is going to wane. That's what he's hoping for. So here we go. I feel like they're going to be happy for two very different reasons. It's okay, she's taking a magical test, and it is good news! She is now not wearing clothes. Okay, put on some clothes, honey. We don't want to be naked. Let's not do that. She's expectant! And she's waking up Lord Adrian. Oh, he's already awake. He was downstairs, probably checking the disgusting smell. Alicent, put on your clothes. Put on your clothes, Alicent! I don't know what she's doing. She's like, I can tell him without the clothes on so he can get a clear picture. No, there we go. Okay, so she's expectant. We have our first kind of noble baby that's going to be born pretty soon in Sikar, so that's very exciting. And for whatever reason, okay, she wants to go shower in the rain. Now here's the thing to note, guys. High Lady Alicent is erratic, like the king. So I feel she, to an extent, relates to High King Yorick. And so she's not averse to his advances. Obviously, they were getting along quite well during the special party that the royal family threw, where Queen Nala was trying to showcase her baby, or, being pregnant. So she was having some private time with the king, and I don't know if Adrian saw that. He definitely noticed, though, because he confronted her about it afterwards. Obviously, she wasn't taking him that seriously, because, I mean, she probably finds it cute. He can be possessive, but the fact of the matter is he is not the head of this house. So she can do whatever the hell she wants, and he will not be able to stop her. And another thing to note, he's very possessive. Very possessive. He does not want to share her with anyone. Let's see. Yeah, he's jealous. He's very possessive. He does not want to share her with anyone. But also, they're both geniuses. So I kind of see their relationship as them almost battling their wits and trying to one-up each other to keep the other person in line, and he doesn't want to share her with anyone, so he's gonna think of, alternate ways he can make sure the king doesn't get his paws on her, such as having her be pregnant, all of those kind of things. Another thing to note in this house, we actually have, currently, High Lady Alicent in this red chamber, so this is her room, and then the blue chamber belongs to Lord Adrian. They also have this bedroom here with a bunk bed, and then a separate bedroom here with a single bed, so they could have up to 3 children in this house. Now, if I said this was going to be the butler's room, that is not going to be the case, because I think I mentioned this before, the nobles are not going to be having butlers. The domestic duties are going to be handled by the spouse of the head. So Lord Adrian in this kind of circumstance. Also, it is like storming really badly in Glimmerbrook. But I feel like it really fits their vibe, because this couple, they've got, I love how different all of our couples are. All of our couples, they've got different dynamics going on in their relationships, and they're twisted in a different way, and I love that. I'm pretty sure we did speak when we met the nobles during the intro video that the nobles of Sakaar kind of share the craziness with their king. Everyone's a crazy here, and especially High Lady Alicent. So they don't seem to have any whims for each other currently. And yeah, they don't really have any whims for each other. They have been practicing their magic. They don't have any thing over here that like we could use for pets or anything like that, unfortunately. But that's okay. They're not as down to earth as the nobles in Ramong, so they don't have chickens, and they don't have a animal shed or anything like that. Oh my goodness, no. Don't do that. No, honey. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is what your husband is for. This is what Adrian's for. Adrian, what are you doing? Polished to perfection. The High Lady does not like the disgusting mess that this is. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't do the domestic duties. No, Lord Adrian does it. There we go. It's Lord Adrian, that's right. Get on your knees. Scrub. Scrub that toilet to perfection. So he's gonna do that. The only thing she needs to worry about is having this baby. So she's kind of a little bit crazy. Talks to herself a lot, kind of like the king. And I don't know entirely her reasoning. Maybe she is open to being the king's lover potentially because it would be favorable for her family. And as the head of a family, you know, being a genius and all, she's probably trying to strategize. With Lady Candrica, I feel like it's different because Candrica just wants to be with whoever is the most important person and has the most power in the kingdom, because she is, at the end of the day, the spouse to a lord. Whereas with, you know, Candrica doesn't have her own house per se. Whereas with Lady Alicent, she's the one who's carrying on the Sisseton name. She's the one who is leading this family and this house. So, you know, it's not as though she wants to abandon this to go for someone better. No, because she already has her own estate. She has her own things. And the thing to note about the spouses is that they don't really have rights to property or anything like that. Only the heads do. The heads and the heirs. So for her, it's probably just a strategic thing. Being in the king's good books means that she can get as much benefits for her family as much as possible. Obviously, Lord Adrian doesn't feel the same way about it that she does. He definitely doesn't want... She's the only thing in his eyes, because he doesn't have property, he doesn't have all these other things. Even after she's gone, he's not going to inherit anything. The heirs are going to inherit. So to him, the only thing he really possesses is High Lady Alicent, and he doesn't want to give that up. So it's kind of interesting the way these guys are working. But since they're not having any desires for each other really, I am going to leave them be, and maybe we'll pick up when we have something a bit more interesting happening with these guys. Yeah. So I know I just left off, but 2 things that just happened. So literally, like within a few seconds, he has this whim for High Lady Alicent that says he wants to caress her cheek from a new baby, but what caught my eye was a sentence below that. It says, "A life without love is not one worth living." And that just encompasses the possessiveness of Lord Adrian, and I flippin' love it. But also, while I was kind of looking at that, we got a notification from our evil Queen Nala saying, "Hey, I got a special gift for you because you're such a good neighbor and I appreciate your kindness and friendship. Want to see what it is?" This is so scary. If if Queen Nala showed up at your doorstep, and you know she's evil. She shows up at your doorstep saying she has a present if you want to see it. This looks to me like a flippant horror movie. Like, no High Queen, I mean, not High Queen, I keep calling her High Queen, but no Queen Nala, we don't want to open the door for you. She knows we're in here. So we can't say no. Obviously, we have to go greet the Queen, and Alicent's gonna be the one to invite her in. We were just saying whether or not the Queen's gonna go around causing havoc, and who knows, look at this. She came to visit on her own, without the King. She came to visit High Lady Alicent, so okay, she's in the home. She's such Nala, I feel, is a dangerous character to have in your house. Very dangerous. If it was Queen Xena, if it was King Asterix, that's different. You see them and you're like, the royals, welcome, welcome, what can I get for you? With these guys, it's just like, no, I don't have a spare life around here that I can donate to your evil cause. I'm sorry. Okay, she's gone straight, and she's giving it to Adrian? I thought she was giving a gift to High Queen, all these titles. I thought she was giving a gift to High Lady Alicent, because Alicent's the head of this house. Wouldn't you come to talk to her? But no, she's giving a gift to Lord Adrian. Well, what is this about? Now that I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to do here, do you mind if I hang out for a bit? How has your day been? I almost wonder if news traveled down the grapevine through the butler or the servants or someone that High King Yorick was showing interest in High Lady Alicent, and Nala, to balance the scales, has decided to drop in and show some attention to Lord Adrian. Almost like he's not the only one that can, dabble with people outside of our marriage. If need be, I will go for his lover's lover, husband. Okay. Kind of love the directions this is going in. I don't know what he got, but he got a gift from the flippin' Queen. That is a big deal. Okay, and what's this? Look at this! What is this? Okay, so how Nala feels this about Lord Adrian: so many feelings can fit in a small jar. Giving it to Lord Adrian makes Queen Nala's heart flutter. I'm telling you guys, there's something, she's planning something here. Something's going on, okay? And then this is how Lord Adrian feels about the Queen. Lord Adrian remembers fondly of receiving a gift from Queen Nala. He was encanted. What did he receive is what I want to know. Okay. He got this. Can we put it in his chambers? Oh, yes. He's gonna put it in his chambers, alright. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's not something that's crazy, but it's a token of the Queen's affection. That's what counts. It's a token of the Queen's affection. And that's kind of dangerous. And look, who's, oh geez. Okay, well, I don't know if Adrian would be the same as Alicent. I don't feel like Alicent would care. She would go for the king, like if he was giving attention. Adrian, I'm not entirely sure. Would he or would he not betray Alicent? Because he is quite possessive over her. And I don't know if that translates into being loyal. But the queen has not even greeted Alicent. She's just headed straight for Adrian. Obviously, she's making a bit of a statement here. Okay, well, she's showering in the rain. Adrian is wanting to go kiss her, even though the queen is right there. This is a big deal. We haven't had any of our other noble families get visits from the royal family. But Nala is, and he wants to caress her cheek. So can we do that? Can we caress cheek? Yeah, he wants to caress a cheek, so he's gonna go do that. See, look, he was shirtless. He got dressed, trying to be a bit formal since Queen Nala is in there. And maybe he's seeing the queen's visit as something that's, look at this, more whims for other nobles, love it. Maybe he's seeing the queen's visit as a kind of formalish thing. Maybe he's not seeing the underlying kind of vibes that, you know, the queen is trying to counter whatever connections her husband is making. Okay, because he's getting dressed, he's giving Alicent attention. Is he caressing a cheek? Are you gonna caress a cheek? Okay, and now the queen's joining. Okay, there we go. The queen does not like affection, but I feel especially she's not gonna like him being affectionate with his wife in front of her because the queen's trying to make a point here, and it doesn't work if he's not reciprocating. Okay, and then what does he want to do? He wants to chat with Lord Ignatius. That is so cool. I love that. You know what? He is going to take the queen's leave. You can't send the queen home. The queen leaves when she wants to. So he is just going to excuse himself, I think, and he is going to go visit Lord Ignatius, I think, is what he's going to do. Jeez, it is raining like heck. Just look at this. Look at this. It's 2 p.m. It's been raining since 9. But anyways, he is over here visiting High Lord Ignatius. So he wants to chat with him. I don't know if you want to ask about his love life. How's your love life going? Mine's a mess. Let's see. You can't gossip about your neighbors because that would literally be gossiping about the royal family. Discuss interests. Why not? That you can do. Maybe being nobles and noble men and how you're navigating your way around this. So he's gonna chat with High Lord Ignatius. I think Adrian just wanted to get away from whatever was going on back home. They had a few, you know, it was a bit of an awkward scenario and situation, and I think he was just ready to get going. So there we go. At least what we saw, he was being loyal to his wife, even though the queen was trying to start something else. So that's fascinating. Now Alicent, we're gonna bring Alicent over as well, because what's this? Share big news. Yeah, and then she's gonna. I feel as though she met you know, well, after Lord Adrian left, either the queen left or spent some time with her. I feel as though the queen would have gone because the whole reason she was there was for Adrian. Alicent, meanwhile, is going to come back and she wants to flirt with her husband, who she was too busy playing naked in the rain to notice back home. So she's gonna go give him some attention, give him some affection. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So she's visiting now. Really, she's just chasing after Lord Adrian. I wonder if she felt any slight bit of possessiveness over him. Makes me curious. What do you guys think? Do you think he would have? Now it's kind of awkward for Ignatius. She's gonna embrace Lord Adrian. They're practically having like a full-blown kind of romance going on. It didn't seem as though she cared much when I feel as though she's more open-minded than Adrian is. She didn't seem to care much when the queen was there. She was too busy being naked out in the rain. But Adrian, if that was the king, coming to visit Alicent, I feel like Adrian would have had a fit. Because he is not okay with that at all. Oh, now she wants to woohoo with him. Also, do you want to share the news with... Let's share the big news with High Lord Ignatius. Give this trip some reason. Otherwise, Ignatius is just going to be like, you know you can do all of this in your own house, right? You can do this in your own estate. Not in front of my face. So, yeah, just give him the big news, I think. Since she was wanting to anyways. And now she is going to... Yes, woohoo in the shower with Lord Adrian in the home of Lord Ignatius, which is... No? What's going on? I'm so confused. Yep. I just feel like she has no shame. She doesn't care. Look at this! In someone else's home. This is not the place to be doing these kind of things, guys. Not the place. Imagine how Lord Ignatius feels. He's just like, oh my goodness. Imagine how he feels. He's walking into them woohooing in his own bathroom. Like, come on, guys. Come on. And, oh, now... Okay, who is he calling? Are you calling Adrian or are you calling Alicent? I'm so confused. But you know what? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I left that too long. I left that darn it! Who was he calling? I was trying to process this. Okay. Well, we have to go. We have to go. High Lady Alicent. I'm assuming he's calling High Lady Alicent, but that was the summon. If the king has summoned you, you can't say no. You have to go. So he was inviting her to his house. I think it was her. I'm not entirely sure. So after this session, she's just trying to make Adrian happy. But she really knows where her mind is at right now. And yeah. She's giving him all this attention in someone else's house. And now she is going to leave to go to visit the king. And I feel as though she's not even going to hide the fact that she's going to visit the king. Because the king has summoned her. So obviously she's going. Okay. Well, she's here. I don't know what they're gonna get up to, or if they're gonna get up to anything. She is pregnant, for one. The king called for her. I don't know if the king's aware that she is pregnant. Adrian is still with the flippin'... Where is he? He might have gone home, but he's still with the Citadelies. And I don't know where Queen Nala is. Okay. Nala's dancing out there. King Yorick's kind of doing his own thing. She doesn't have any whims for High King Yorick either. So I don't know if she showed up with a big belly and he was like, okay, you're obviously not in the state I thought you were. But they're not doing anything. He's chilling on his own. She's chilling on her own. I'm not entirely sure if she wants to go play in the rain still. Oh, jeez. Now... how is Nala gonna feel? Okay, Nala just saw her. Look at that. Nala just saw her. And Nala was just at her house, too. So how is Nala gonna feel that Alicent is in their palace? And that she probably knows the king invited Alicent over, right? So, and she's naked in the palace now. And the king was watching. Nala probably noticed. So how... I'm... No words, guys. No words. He hasn't spoken to her yet, though. So that's kind of interesting. Hasn't spoken to her. Nothing's happened. The queen's definitely taken note. And now look, the queen is trying to establish her dominance over here. Look, he shuffled and she moved over. She was like, okay. I think they have a window here. Now they have a window. She's kind of showering in the rain, naked over there. Oh, she was. Okay, now she's chatting. She's gonna go chat with the king. She's wanting to go chat with the king. This is hilarious. You know why? because I don't know if you'd be able to see from this angle. You wouldn't really be able to see from this angle, but you have all these windows here, and he knows she's outside, so I imagine that he was probably like trying to see where she is, and the queen shuffled over as soon as he moved over to try and block his view, and started chatting him up. But now, Alicent, she is wanting to go talk with the king, but Queen Nala has occupied him quite well. Is she gonna get to him? I'm not entirely sure. Nope, she didn't get to him. She's gonna go eat. That's what she's gonna go do. She can't get to him, so she's just gonna go feed herself. Oh. Did the king just take his pants off? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Nala's just watching him like, well, Nala's horrified. I feel like I'm going red in the face. Alicent, okay. Well, he's outside now. She's inside. She can no doubt, well, she can kind of see him through the window over here. He did just walk past her naked. This is being, okay, now she's kind of saying hello to the queen. Oh, this is so weird. Well, she's talking to Queen Nala now. Discuss neighborhood changes with Queen Nala. Look at the queen being quite friendly with her. I don't know how Nala would feel about this, or if Nala would get back at her at some point. Alicent obviously is, okay, is the king gonna join? I think the king's gonna join the conversation. Yeah, I feel as though Nala wouldn't be taking, not Nala, Alicent wouldn't be taking this nearly as seriously. I feel like in her mind, if she has the king's attention, then what is the queen going to do to her? Because obviously the queen would have to do something with the king's permission. At least that's how she's thinking. Yeah, okay. Well, they're all chatting together in this very awkward situation. I don't know what to think about this. Nala is obviously kind of laying down her territory here. She is sticking very close to King Yorick. She really dislikes public displays of affection, but she's kind of being flirty with him, I feel, to try and establish to Alicent, there is no room for you here. Look at them. They keep walking back and forth together, having their private conversation together, and Alicent is just awkwardly in the middle there. I feel like the queen's trying to show Alicent, you don't have a place between us. There is no space for you in this marriage. None whatsoever. Does the king feel the same? I don't know. Maybe he does right now, because maybe he does right now because she's pregnant, but and then Nala is making sure that when like three of them are talking or just she is talking with Alicent, she's not giving High King Yorick and she's not giving Alicent any time to be by themselves or to chat alone or to do anything alone. Okay, Yorick is walking back and forth. Now Alicent is just talking with herself. Okay, this is a very odd trip. A very odd trip. But it's getting quite late. I feel like Adrian would be very, very nervous and very irritated, wanting to know what's going on. Because he wasn't invited, he wasn't summoned, so he can't show up unannounced to the palace with his wife. She was the one that was summoned. And plus, she's the head of the house, so the king could just use the excuse that, well, he had official business with her. That's why she was called, even though that might not be the case. But obviously Nala's here, so if he did intend to do anything, they can't because Nala's here. And I don't know if he would have the guts to do that in front of her. The queen is very sharp and very much in control. So Well, this was definitely an odd situation. Very, very odd. But that's kind of where we're at now. This episode has gone in unexpected directions, but it is storming, and I feel as though the fact that it's storming and, there's lightning and thunder would definitely make Adrian more conscious and more upset, like imagining that they're cozying up to each other, and he's probably torturing himself with all of these thoughts, and just hoping that her being pregnant is enough to keep the king away. Good for him. I don't even know if he realizes, but Queen Nala's kind of helping in that end. She's refusing to let them be alone together. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.